Jeremy Ethier's intermediate build program is solid. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you had a great week so far. Really appreciate you for being here. And if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do by hitting that button down below. Really appreciate it. And today we are going over a new program review. It is Jeremy Ethier's intermediate build program, which overall I actually really liked. Now, I'll go over what I did like. There were a few things that I disagreed with. I'll go over that towards the end, but overall I thought it was actually a really great program. Now, the way he has it set up here is involving multiple sections, and in each section there are multiple chapters to cover pretty much everything for that section, whatever the topic is for that section. So he has sections covering program overview, nutrition, training principles, various routines such as warm-up or prehab, exercise demonstrations or tutorials, and a bonus section there that covers some miscellaneous materials such as when to deload, exercise substitutions, and alternative splits you can do. For example, doing a 3-day or 4-day split instead of the 5-day split that he presents here. But overall, it's really detailed, everything that he includes. And I actually agree with most of what he puts in for these sections. It's very well detailed and covers pretty much everything that you would need to do and would need to know in order to actually be effective at following this program and actually getting good results with it. Now, onto the program itself. It is a 5-day-a-week program that's a upper-lower split with a push-pull configuration throughout the week. Now, each training day is structured so that you start with a compound movement or multiple compound movements depending on which training day it is, and then eventually it ends up with isolation movements. Now, the way he has it all structured here is solid. It's great. This is how I personally make a lot of my programs and a lot of the programs for my clients because it works. It's effective. You will not have any trouble with this program. You're going to get results for it. It will work. I have zero doubts about that, and it's going to be safe as well. Jeremy actually really laid this out in a very logical way. And like I said, all those other sections, you'll have the full knowledge to not only follow this program effectively, but understand basic training principles as well, so you can then continue kind of on your own and then maybe develop your own type of programming later on. So the amount he included in this for the price is actually pretty remarkable and is one of the most detailed programs that I've actually seen. And he also includes specialization phases. So if there's a particular body part you have, let's say your chest or your back, that you know is lacking, he provides you with an alternative program that emphasizes on that particular body part you want to concentrate on for an 8-week period, which is also actually really great that he included because a lot of programs don't cover this. Now, like I mentioned, I do agree with most of what he has to say in each of the sections. The nutrition section is great. That actually covers pretty much everything. One thing he was missing, I think, there was how much of each individual macronutrient you should be consuming, in particular protein. That's basically 1 gram per pound of body weight. He didn't really mention that there. But other than that, he did break it down actually really well. He gave you a sheet that you can completely track your nutrition every single day, which is going to be really helpful for a lot of you. The exercise tutorials, those are really detailed. He has videos for all that. He has a full warm-up protocol that he provides for you. And that bonus chapter, again, he provides quite a lot of detail, such as when to deload and a lot of other things in there. So he pretty much covers just about everything. Now, like I also said, there are some things that I have a slight different opinion with. One of those things is he mentions doing a mini cut. So he emphasizes this whole program around doing kind of like a lean bulk. Yeah, that basically can work, and you can certainly do that, but mini cuts, he states, is throughout the program at some point you do like just basically a mini cut. So you're losing some weight to getting some fat off of you while trying to maintain as much as the muscle that you gained in the process. Yes, this can certainly work, but I'm not honestly a huge fan of doing this. Just don't really worry about that. You should be worrying about getting lean when you're at the amount of muscle that you want, not necessarily at stages throughout. But this is my opinion. There's nothing necessarily wrong with a mini cut. It's just not my own opinion to be the best approach. Now, one other section that I have a bit different opinion in is his cardio routine. Now, the first part of the cardio routine is a steady state, such as walking or something like that. That I completely agree with. You should be doing something like walking or something that's low impact, and it's going to be very effective. Now, he also mentions that you should be on some other days doing HIIT, high intensity interval training. It's not bad. I'm just, again, not a huge fan of HIIT. I don't really see it as something absolutely necessary. Again, it's not wrong. If you want to do it, then go for it. You know, it's not going to hurt you or anything like that. And in some ways, it can be effective, but again, it's not really necessary. Walking every single day is going to certainly help you with your overall health and losing fat. Okay, it may not be as fast or as rapid as, say, HIIT is, but in the long term, it'll still help you reach your goal. So that's just a little bit of difference I have in that section there. Also, while I think it's great that he has an exercise alternative or exercise substitution section, the way he talks about it is a little different than what I would present it. He provides you with alternative exercises to do in the program, but he ranks them from best alternative to worst alternatives, and basically states that you should really follow the program with the exercises he put into it to begin with. Now, I can understand why he does that. He thinks this is the best way for programming it. But, you know, at the end of the day, there's some people are going to have to make substitutions because they have certain limitations, or they have some type of injury, or they just know that this particular exercise isn't really all that effective, and they know one that is effective for them. So the way he has these ranked alternative exercises from best to worst, it's not necessarily true, because it's going to depend on the person. Everybody is different. Everybody has individual characteristics. So some exercises they respond to better than other people. So, you know, it's your job to find out which ones you respond to best. So try the ones that he put in the program first, and if you don't like them or you have some type of limitation, then look at the alternatives he provides and determine which one is the best for you. Not necessarily that the way he has it ranked from best to worst, but the one that would be best for you. And then finally, one other thing is that there's some parts of his program that honestly can use a little bit of volume. In particular, the pull aspect of it. So a lot of your rowing, the back movements that you do, those can use a bit more volume, because the way he has it right now is there's a little bit more overall volume for push, and I don't want you guys to end up developing some rounding in your shoulders or anything like that. So never hurts to add in a little bit more volume for that pulling movements there. But other than that, again, the program is very solid. And in each of the section there, a lot of his statements or claims he makes is backed up by real evidence, academic research or studies there, legitimate ones. So it's not that he's just pulling something out of the air or something or making it up. No, he's actually backing up a lot of what he says. So, like I said, guys, overall, it's very solid, great program. I think is going to be very effective for a lot of you. It will be safe. Few things I disagree with, honestly, but not a huge big deal. In the end, my final score for this is going to be a 9 out of 10, just because I really like the program, but some of those things I mentioned, like the exercise substitutions part, or needing a little bit of extra volume, or that part about the mini cut and HIIT, stuff like that. So overall, though, definitely give this program a try. I definitely recommend it. I think you'll really enjoy it. So that is my review for Jeremy Ethier's intermediate build program. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down below which one you want me to review next, and I will see you guys next week.